Hello, bonjour Alberta. Did you know that at least 238,000 people speak Français in Alberta? And those numbers just keep on growing? Oui, oui, c'est vrai, it's true. And thanks to Shaw TV Community Access Programming, we get to reach out to everyone to let you know all about special people, places, events, and activities happening right here in this great province, in both English and en français. That's right, mes amis. We begin the first part of our program in English, and then we repeat it en français. So stay with us. Restez à l'écoute.
Welcome et bienvenue to Hello, Bonjour, Alberta. I'm Mark Lalonde. Joining us today, we welcome Lisa Kindry, Assistant Director with Youth Central in Calgary, and Morgan Weatherby, a youth volunteer. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
We normally like to start out by finding out more about you, where you're from, how you came to Calgary, perhaps, if you weren't born here, and how you came to the involvement with the organization that you have. Let's start with you, Lisa.
Well, I'm originally from Toronto. Don't hold it against me. And I moved out here in 2001. I followed my now husband, and I always had a passion for working with youth. And when I came out here, one of the first jobs I had was working with youth through mentoring. And then I fell in love with it and the not-for-profit community, and I ended up working for Youth Central after learning about them. And it's just a wonderful organization to work with. I've been there now since 2005. So
so it's been a while. It's been a hoot.
It's been a hoot. It's been a long time. It's been an exciting journey, and there's been a lot of changes in there because, of course, working with youth, things are changing all the time. It's dynamic. With our 9 programs, there's always something new happening.
Well, we'll get into the organization in just a moment. I'd like to find out about Morgan. Tell me your story, please.
So I came to Canada when I was 1, and I'm enrolled in French immersion schools. And so I'm kind of academically, I'm leaning towards academics and stuff. So I went into the IB program, and first, to volunteer, it was mostly for hours for volunteering for IB. And then I kind of started doing a whole bunch, and I had a lot of fun. And I joined a committee on Youth Central. So it's been a good time.
So which school do you go to?
I go to St. Mary's.
Okay, so you're still in the IB program?
Yes, I am.
Oh, all right. I have a daughter that was in the IB program also, yes. So, Youth Central, what is that?
So Youth Central is all about getting youth volunteering in the community, getting them involved and engaged, and allowing them to have a voice in the community, to really be active citizens and be an active participant. A lot of times youth don't necessarily have a lot of opportunities to get involved, and a lot of times they're stigmatized, and so we're really trying to break down those barriers and break down those boundaries and get them involved.
So how did this organization come about?
So it started in 1992. And it started by Penny Hume, who's still the current executive director. She's been founding it for over 20 years. And she's been developing the programs. And along the way, she's dropped a few and gained a few and tried new things. And it's now evolved into what it is today, which is there's over 3,000 youth volunteering with us. And
wow.
Just in the last few weeks, 150 kids signed up alone just to start.
So is this unique to the city of Calgary, this type of program?
A lot of our programs are unique to Calgary. Our largest program, the Youth Volunteer Corps, is started out of the States actually, but we're actually the largest youth volunteer corps in North America.
Wow, wow.
So it's where the youth just last year in the last 12 months did over 45,000 volunteer hours. So they're pretty busy through that program, and they're out and about in the community volunteering all the time.
What sort of things do you volunteer for?
So actually tomorrow I'm going and I'm volunteering at this Halloween party for the community, and we're just kind of helping around, taking care of kids and stuff sometimes, or seniors. And there's also a lot of stuff in the summer, like summer camps, and it's really good to help out with a whole bunch of different groups who need extra volunteers.
So you work very closely with all kinds of other organizations then to provide volunteers?
So we partner with over 100 other not-for-profits in the city. And with those not-for-profits, we send out teams of youth. So the youth sign up through our website, and they have to go through application process and parental permission forms, of course. Then they get to sign up for all these different volunteer opportunities with these charities throughout the city. And so it's really easy, and they can do it as infrequently or as frequently as they like. Like Morgan's volunteering 2 different projects this weekend, but some volunteers are only doing it once a year if they have a project that they're really passionate about. So it's really flexible.
Do you work with any French-speaking or other specialty kind of organizations?
So we're always looking for new partners. Any bilingual or French programs we're looking to partner with, schools we're looking to partner with. Right now we work with 19 schools in Calgary, junior and senior high, because our target age group is 12 to 18. So we're always looking for new schools to start volunteer clubs up with, or just do presentations and really promote what volunteerism is all about in Calgary.
So how many programs did you say you had?
9 programs.
9 programs.
So they vary from, we have a group of youth that work with the mayor and aldermen to make sure the youth voice is heard at that level. So it's the Mayor's Youth Council. There's a group of youth that run a foundation and give out grant money to other youth that have great ideas. There's environmental committees that Morgan's involved in.
So environmental from an advisory capacity, or do you do cleanups? What kind of things do you do?
We have a whole bunch of different projects that we kind of do throughout the year. Some are bigger and some are smaller. Like last year, what we did was we collected a whole bunch of recyclable water bottles, and we built a greenhouse out of it.
Oh, wow. All right, so all kinds of all right, so I lost count there. Were you at 3 or 4?
Oh gosh, 3, I think. We also have our Youth Volunteer Corps in Schools program, which is where we do our presentations and we support volunteer clubs within the school. And we try to encourage students to really increase the volunteerism within their school. So they may run spirit days or fundraisers or bake sales, or maybe partner with a local senior center and go out on their lunch hour or after school.
So the leadership in those situations is actually provided by the volunteer youth?
It's provided by the volunteer youth, but actually all of our programs are run by youth. Each of them has their own leadership committee, because we want to ensure that all of our programs are for youth, designed by youth, and are really youth-led.
So youth would go through a development process through all of this volunteering. They would start by just helping out and eventually provide some of this direction. Is that how that works?
Yeah, so we hope that youth gain skills from it. A lot of it is team building, communication, decision making, leadership, and also just being on time and being reliable. And so we know there's a lot of skill building, but I think it's also just a lot of fun. And it's a great way to explore the city.
And it's all experiential. There's no classes to attend or anything like that?
No, it's whatever the youth want to commit to and what the youth want to do.
Okay, so
and whatever they're passionate about. You
were at the Youth Corps then?
Yes, so we also run a ConocoPhillips Youth of Distinction Awards. It's an awards program that's just, it's awards given out to youth for how they choose to live their life. It's not based on academics or any type of merits or grades. It's all about the day-to-day choices that you make. So if whether or not you've been a great friend, or you are a great leader within your community, or you're a great sportsman, one of the awards is sportsmanship, or you're passionate about arts and culture. So there's 9 different awards within there, and we are trying to encourage youth to apply for that and get nominated by friends and family and teachers every year. Other programs, there's also the environmental one is the TD Youth Earth Ambassadors program that Morgan's on, and that's where they built the greenhouse. And then there's also the Youth Are Awesome, which is a website. So if youth have a passion for journalism or writing, they can blog, and the whole website is supported by youth, and all of the content is youth-driven. And there's about 45 bloggers right now providing content weekly to that website.
And is that accessible through through the Youth Central? Yeah,
so the Youth Central website is youthcentral.com, and then the program's website is youthareawesome.com.
Oh, okay. Youth are
Youth are awesome.
Okay. Must have had fights about the grammatical correctness of that, I would guess. I don't know what would be correct. Okay, and then?
Then there's I mentioned before there's grant money. So there's the Calgary Youth Foundation. They have $10,000 a year to give out to other youth in the city that have an idea to make our city even better. So we can give them some small grant money to do that. Oh gosh, I'm being put on the spot. Then there's also the Youth Week, which is a week-long celebration held at the end of April, early May. And we try to bring together the City of Calgary businesses and not-for-profits to celebrate youth and what they bring to the city.
How is Youth Central funded? Where does the money come from?
We get money from lots of different places. So we have some really generous corporate funders. We have some generous foundations that give us money and some great individuals. We get a little bit of money from the City of Calgary through FCSS as well. Actually, they're our most significant donor. And a little bit of federal government money. So we try to spread it out.
So if someone watching this would like to contribute to this wonderful organization, how would they go about doing that?
They can go directly to our website, youthcentral.com, and all the links are there on how they can do it.
Okay. What one program, if you could pick one, are you really promoting right now?
Our Youth Volunteer Corps. It's always looking for more volunteers. We have over 100 different partners that we work with. Like last year we had over almost 950 projects that we had out there in the community. So we're always looking for more and more youth to help volunteer with those agencies.
So there's no shortage of actual projects. It's the volunteers that you're looking for.
Yeah, we're looking for volunteers and projects. So if there's community agencies out there or community associations that need a team of really passionate and energetic youth to help out, give us a call. Go to our website, contact us somehow, because we're always looking for new partners to work with.
So are there application forms to be filled out?
There's an application form, and there's a little partnership form that we work with. There's a little fee involved just to help cover some of our costs to send out, because we send a paid staff member to go out with all these teams of youth just to ensure that they're safe and the youth are having fun and there's a contact point for the youth.
Okay. Morgan, for the volunteers, is there some experience that you can perhaps pass on, things that maybe aren't obvious at the beginning, and how easy it might be to volunteer, and I would imagine it's a bit scary at first to show up at your first volunteer assignment with a group you may or may not know already. How does all that go?
Well, it can definitely be scary the first few times because you barely know any of them since they come from all around Calgary. But they're all like really nice, and once you get used to it, you all chat and stuff, you get together, you do teamwork for most of the projects. It's pretty awesome to do some stuff.
So are there any kind of tricks? Like how do you get going with a new group?
I don't know. I've been volunteering for about a year and I've been doing a few hours, so I'm kind of more used to it. But maybe just like introduce yourself to people. There are always like icebreakers at the beginning, so you get more comfortable and laid back with everyone around you.
Okay. All right, that's all right. Okay, anything else to add?
Really, we're just sign up, go to the website. It's really easy, and we're always looking for more partners.
Well, I hope a lot of people do that. Great. Well, thank you, Lisa and Morgan. Please stay with us. We continue en français.